Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Don't Miss This on Paris Underground Radio. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity, with a quick roundup of the best of what's happening in Paris this week. This week's edition of Don't Miss This covers the week of Sunday, December 12th through Saturday, December 18th, 2021. Things can get a bit stressful around the holidays, so let's have some fun. Beginning this weekend, you can let your inner child loose at the new Games Bar at Ground Control in Paris's 12th arrondissement. You're likely already familiar with Ground Control, the former SNCF train depot that was transformed into a massive venue with indoor and outdoor spaces, food trucks, galleries, boutiques, live music, and events. Well, they've just added a new games bar called Multivers, or Multiverse, with nearly 1,000 different options on hand, including cards, puzzles, role-playing games, board games, and more, all of which can be rented and played on-site. They have 60 square meters of dedicated space, with around 20 seats, although the games can be removed and played anywhere within Ground Control. The game's curators, Elliot and Milan Trouvero, have made it a point to boycott any games that seem oppressive to minorities, but include games that are made eco-responsibly, by independent manufacturers, or made in France. During the opening weekend, Multiverse will take over all of Ground Control with 5 thematic spaces. For more information, please head to groundcontrolparis.com. We live in one of the most cultured cities in the world, so let's partake in some culture. There are a number of exciting new museum exhibit openings this week. The first will begin on Tuesday, December 14th at the Quai Branly-Jacques Chirac Museum with their exhibit La Part de l'Ombre, Sculpture du Sud-Ouest du Congo, or Out of the Shadows, Sculptures from Southwest Congo. Venture off to the Bandundu, a region in southwest Congo that is the size of nearly half of France, that is known for being diverse and culturally rich, with more than a dozen different peoples coexisting together. You'll find more than 150 works on display, created by the Yaka, Pendi, Tshakwe, and Suku, as well as by minority groups such as the Yanzi, Buma, the Yembe, Sakata, or Mbala. You'll discover traditional arts from the area, especially in the field of plastic arts, as evidenced by the extraordinary diversity of forms of wooden statuary art, masks for initiatory rites, and other everyday objects. The exhibition will run from December 14th, 2021 to April 10th, 2022, and health passes are required. Please visit quaibranly.fr for more information. That's quaibranly.fr. The next day, December 15th, our exhibit turns mysterious and mystical. Did you predict I would say that? Le Musée de la Carte Jouée, or the Museum of the Playing Card, will unveil its new exhibit, Illuminated Tarot, Masterpieces of the Italian Renaissance, with tarot cards from more than 70 collections from around the world. You'll find treasures from the Italian Renaissance in the 15th century, when these cards were used for more than simple games. These divination tools are richly decorated with bright colors and stamped gold backgrounds. And the star of the show may well be the Chariot and her sister's card on loan from the National Museum in Warsaw. Whether you're a believer or not, these cards give us insight into Italian art and painting in the 15th century. The Illuminated Tarot Masterpieces of the Italian Renaissance exhibit will run from the 15th of December 2021 to the 13th of March 2022 and is free to attend. You can find more information at museecarteajouer.com. That's museecarteajouer.com. The next day, Thursday, December 16th, which is also my sister's birthday, happy birthday, Cassandra, marks the opening of 2 more very interesting exhibits. The first is at the temporary location of the Grand Palais, where you can feast your eyes on the Pour Porcelain, or For Paul Celan exhibit by artist Anselm Kiefer. Anselm Kiefer is an artist in the field of plastic arts who had a successful showing at the Grand Palais with his Monumenta series in 2007. This exhibit explores 2 common themes in Anselm's art: The first being, quote, European memory of which France and Germany are the major players, end quote, and, quote, the uneasy poetry of the great German-speaking poet Paul Celan, end quote. You'll find sculptures, installations, and 19 large-format canvases, which act as a dialogue between artist and poet. These imagined artistic conversations only intensified during the lockdown in 2020. The art in this exhibit is placed in the space, quote, devoid of classical scenography and picture rails, without chronology, like the untreated memories of our human existence, end quote. Pour Porcelain will be at the temporary Grand Palais from December 16th, 2021 to January 11th, 2022. For more information, including ticketing, please head to grandpalais.fr. That's grandpalais.fr. If Paul Celan is too heady for you, perhaps you'd prefer Marcel Proust? Or perhaps if Paul Celan is not heady enough? In either case, also beginning on Thursday, December 16th, happy birthday, Cassandra, the Carnavalet Museum is dedicating an exhibition to Marcel Proust to commemorate the 150th anniversary of his birth. In addition to celebrating his life and his work, this exhibit, titled Marcel Proust, un roman parisien, or Marcel Proust, a Parisian novelist, will explore the relationship between the author and Paris, where he lived most of his life, as well as the role of Paris in the Proustian novel. You'll find about 280 artworks, manuscripts, and archival documents as you're led through 3 phases of the exhibit. First, you'll discover his Parisian universe, where Proust lived as part of the cultural upper bourgeoisie. Second, you'll discover his creative universe, a recreation of his bedroom, where his novels came to be and where personal objects will be on display. And last, you'll dive deep into an exploration of the novel In Search of Lost Time. Marcel Proust, un roman parisien, will be at the Musée de la Carnavalet from December 16th, 2021 to April 10th, 2022. You can find more information at parismusee.paris.fr. That's PARISMUSEES.PARIS.fr. Have you had your fill of museums? Your fill of harmonic? I apologize. That's a truly awful joke. Beginning on Friday, December 17th, the Philharmonie de Paris, or the Paris Philharmonic, will pay homage to hip-hop with an immersive exhibit called Hip Hop 360 that will trace the history of this genre for the past 40 years or so in France. You'll find music, of course, but also the dance, fashion, and images that have been born from hip-hop and its artists. This immersive exhibit combines voice, sound, movement, and visuals with numerous photos, museum and video clips, collectibles, and commemorative pieces that have belonged to hip-hop stars. Hip Hop 360 will be on display at the Philharmonie de Paris from December 17th, 2021 to July 24th, 2022. Tickets are €12 and health passes are required. You can find more information at philharmoniedeparis.fr. That's PHILHARMONIEDEPARIS.fr. If the hip-hop exhibit has made you want to go dancing, you're in luck. Also on December 17th, the City of Science and Industry Museum is hosting Les Éclatantes from 8 p.m. until 1:30 a.m. You'll have the chance to attend 2 live concerts from Pépite and Claire Le Fut, each an hour long. You can discover the new exhibits and participate in workshops, activities, and games. Among the workshops on offer is a chance to battle with connected Rubik's Cubes, play a futuristic hoverboard game, and get a temporary plant-based tattoo. For more information, head to city-science.fr. That's cite-sciences.fr. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. And we're back. In light of the coming holidays, 42 monuments throughout France have joined together for the 2021 edition of Contes et Histoires, Tales and Stories, where you'll have the chance to experience these monuments like never before. 2021 marks the first time that the newly opened Hôtel de la Marine will be participating in this event, with their event, Les Voyages du Diamant Bleu, the Voyage of the Blue Diamond. You'll travel through 300 years of history, from India to the United States, and discover the incredible fate of Bleu de France, the famous blue crown diamond. This visit will last 45 minutes and take you through ceremonial salons while meeting various characters, whose stories are told to you through a series of events and anecdotes. Les Voyages du Diamant Bleu will take place at the Hôtel de la Marine on December 18th, 19th, 24th, and 26th, and January 2nd, 2022. Reservations are required. For more information, including ticketing, please head to hotel-de-la-marine.paris. That's hotel-de-la-marine.paris. If you're brave enough, the Contes et Histoires Festival can take you a little further afield, to the Villa Savoy. But watch out. Chances are you'll arrive at the scene of a murder and be enlisted to investigate. Luckily, you'll be guided by a heritage facilitator through the history of the villa and its architecture, in an effort to help you separate fact from fiction and find the relevant clues. Just be sure to explore all the rooms and the garden to find the murderer. This event will take place on December 18, 19, 21, 22, and 23 at 2:30 p.m. Reservations are required, and more information can be found at ticket.monument-nationaux.fr. That's tickets.monument-nationaux.fr. Last but not least, the Maison de Jardy will prove that the pen is mightier than the sword with Le Fil de la Plume, their offering to the Contes et Histoires Festival. Immerse yourself in the lives of two of France's greatest writers, Balzac and Gambetta. The Maison de Jardy was once Léon Gambetta's sanctuary, and before him, it held a special place in the heart of Balzac. With an immersive and interactive visit, you'll get to know how this home shaped their lives. As you stroll through the house, you'll be met with readings, playful writing practices, and theatrical scenes to bring history to life. Le Fil et Plume will take place at the Maison de Jardy from December 18th through the 21st, and is free, but reservations are required. For more information, please visit maison-des-jardy.fr. That's maison-des-jardies.fr. In Paris Underground Radio news, a big huge thank you to Me Too Times 100 for their review of Babes in the Woods. Me Too said, "Fun! Hikers will cringe at the situations the two protagonists keep wandering into, but laugh at their encounters. Very enjoyable." End quote. 5 stars. Thank you so much, Me Too Times 100. Babes in the Woods is an original comedic mystery audio fiction about former college roommates Joanne and Britt, who join up for a hike in the Colorado Rockies. But when they decide to follow a mysterious arrow in the woods, things take a turn for the bizarre. The full season of Babes in the Woods can be found at parisundergroundradio.com/babesinthewoods. Well, that's it for this week's roundup of Don't Miss This. I hope this week treats you well. If you enjoyed this roundup, please tell a friend. If you venture out to any of the events mentioned in this podcast, please let me know and tag Paris Underground Radio on Facebook or Instagram. And if you think you have an event we should know about, please feel free to email me at hello@parisundergroundradio.com with the subject line, Don't Miss This. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity. You can find me on all socials at Jennyphoria, JennyPhoria. Don't Miss This is produced by me for Paris Underground Radio. For more on Don't Miss This and shows like it, please go to parisundergroundradio.com. Thank you so much for listening, and happy exploring!